going on deaf ears. Captain, I don't want a situation now. The youth will become so desperate to the point, say, if any of these terrorist groups go into these communities, you'll be able to recruit them. I cannot allow any of my youth to go into terrorism. And so we are making one final appeal to everyone who is involved in this issue, particularly the National Security Office, to the Minister of Lands and Mineral Resources. This is the last call we are making, sir. Step in and provide job opportunities for the youth of Obuasi. Because someone will say unemployment is a national security threat issue right now. And it's said, sir, the devil finds work for idle hands, and that the idle mind is the devil's workshop. We're trying to stop these things from happening. The youth of Obuasi have organized themselves into groups and associations, and they are pleading, sir, Omupe Jumaye. And see, the best solution right now for everyone to have peace and to restore investor confidence in the mining communities, particularly Obuasi, no. I must say, the decommissioned mining pits AG is no longer using. Yema youth no quite say Omkoye Juma was our pits no. And you can regulate it. Captain, they are ready. I must say, so all the mom now budget taxes at the end of every month. They are willing to pay. And see, what else do we want the youth of Obuasi to do? Again, this is the final plea to the government authorities, to everyone who is involved. The youth of Obuasi are saying, Mamukwain Namukoye Juma will abandon decommissioned pits no. And if these calls fall on deaf ears and it continues to go this way and the youth become desperate, they basi. Captain, thank you.
I mean, now I say.
I think the issue of person has a I'm saying Dormaahene Sembia can generate a lot of heat and LGBT. And also parliament akwakoye way. Dormaahene issues not issue now raising no meno. I'm not interested in the comment itself or the object of the comment, but baby and nam not the level of staggering hypocrisy. Agada eka yes.
President can be obi anka here.
Exactly.
Dormaahene ko kan dey anything. Obi ani abiro Dormaahene.
Captain. And I make say really? I am not interested in the object of his comment, but in some and Captain. And some no okay, and say, oh, ye nipa sebi, we yan seni now but tenase, and you'll be very analytical. Now him dear. Then he was seeking to avoid something. Eba Captain, ebetimia ebe indicted the credibility of the judiciary, because of the president's infamous comment, I want make it that Dantino, whatever be the outcome of this particular criminal trial, whatever be the outcome, if in the end, Jachi Question is found guilty, if he's convicted, there is no way anybody out there will accept say it was done out of good faith or maybe a marano because of the infamous comment the president make here. Say the Dormaahene's appeal no was even your friend said an attempt to avoid what is to come. About both the president and the judiciary, and to say what he said was prejudicial. No, minimum be law school because Captain, the two issues are distinct issues. Now the AG taking the case to court for prosecution is different from the court sitting and looking at an issue. They are two distinct issues. The man's comment, one can say court and he never passed any comment on the merit or the demerit of the case pending before the court. But rather, AG now or they are sub-no corner, and the AG have power to file for null prosecution at any point in time, and it has been happening. The SEC baby Okroma. So he was calling on the AG to file for null prosecution. As to whether the AG will do or not, that is up to him. I mean, just said Dormaahene have power to force the man to file for null prosecution. But to equate is equal to or is tantamount to say comment, some form of prejudicial and as for America say nipa trans no opinion who ya, then they will understand that some now can rather help government and the integrity of the judiciary because of the president's infamous comment. And I'm say Kyei Innocent can sembebre. You see, Captain, it's so annoying.
Where
Kyei Innocent. I'm sure say about Boasa Senka on Namamofa pen ink and tron the age in Gunin Sound. Anytime you're a Casa, I watch age,
Hey!
Yes, I think say about Boa.
Sir, Kyei Innocent in Nama.
Young tron the age in Gunin Sound. And anytime be at the microphone, better in some year and you bought age in this over Kaiser when you. So abe guide no, and he will be less reckless. Captain, and some what can will chrome has say, the ketwa. And what's in China now we had the current state of this country. Now have a be mine in me, Captain. Now every day be advocating for competent people to lead charge of this particular country. Now you have these characters. Still, in charge. Coming out with policies, policy intervention. A bit me boy, am I free? This quagmire, clearly it gives an indication that we are getting nowhere. Because Tirana, and that is my concern. Because Otinchen or Kanasema, many issue. Recently, he was given a patter by Parliament, and one of the biggest issues both minority and majority are confronted with why he passed through that particular proceedings and or your Minister of State. Yeah. And if this is the way Okasa, and even Kasa and Okasa cry a bit selective and because say you can't nip on one metal in politics when it comes to chief Nasafa. Yanti Kroman or Chechen necessary, a man for dinner, a demonstration Okroma. But Obia Ninatan because I Ghana and he's entitled to. And he has been making a lot of comments in I gather a lot of public way, but still he's there. Nobody's complaining because Obi someone make us Obi a Ghana near Obi entitled at any point in time. So about the current state, said the name Mexico and said Nippon free service we are to mine. But I walk now we are opinion as a woolly di a maya. There are a lot of people who look at people on the political stage. Now you see, you might not know who is learning from you. So always, Obabo until now, Bekasa. So reflect. But if this is the kind of legacy we are leaving behind, if this is the kind of comment parliamentarian can just sit somewhere and vomit out for people to learn, Captain, I think that we are getting nowhere. Because my culture say, you can say me about the youth. Mental revolution and you're waging on the minds, on the psyche of the young people. A time will come and there are a lot of politicians in this country who lose their essence and their relevance because the ordinary and the average youth are conscious and wabe awakened and socially no munim de ekoso, so you can no longer lie to them. You can no longer come and brag say me na manyini and I call law school. It is not about law school I'll call it. It is about the intellect aftermath. The school now call it. It is not about certificate. But Captain, so we call law school. Now say you need to tell people say you were a lawyer before a man for who say we are a lawyer. Through your deeds, your actions must reflect. Must communicate to people. Say yes, nipa way a doctor, nipa way a master's degree. In some now bekano should say do what dance here. Your words should be a form of advertisement for you. The kind of knowledge and expertise are war. Now, if you have to go and tell people, say, me away, and someone like, oh, sir, then it means, I don't know what's wrong with the name, or cry and fit. And that is the level where you to know are becoming conscious. And they want to look at leaders as said, in this modern world, the way, very innovative. Omode niema bebre beba like ye kan wotena se na obisa say omanya yetimi youth no nya adwuma nye niema ban and as a leader metimi de me ho ahye ma betimi aboa ametimi maximize the potentials of the youth you look around like football ye kan is one of the huge enterprises ye betimi akom agric ministry who na kwakoto yi it's another fertile avenue oba ye nsese ne niema ban na wudigo as a minister in charge of your friends agriculture okroma because yet now we've been proposing and advocating for a number of interventions that we can do said by agric now over the years I had the backbone of this particular economy you bet me brief certain air into the economy yes sir among for free various universities in as for to various corporations to do national service. I have small motor credit in Cocoa. How do you provide the machinery and the necessary incentives? I am modernized. I'll make me go into large scale rice farming and for international services. So we'll be called office and Alabama 500 Ghana cedis. Nippon or Bajatum to work on the farmland. You give the person double. People will be willing. People will be motivated to go into these areas. Omoko. Nasi yet me yeah agree in a huge enterprise. I'm sure say there are a lot of things I cry so better and then we can go into our factory and we do the industry can see a as a inform lead your mind when you look up to you in near be say and near my yes but we get to a level where penini kasana krakasa you don't see the difference and then it's so disappointing and I think say and as are going forward you to near share me say Obi be to Abamana. you don't just look at the political party. You don't just look at anything. Look at the individual, the competence and the kind of expertise. That is, these are the things I will say. So you vote should be individual based. A convince us so to abamano. Na ya nyesa na ya continue to power mo bia for just throwing up power seeker. Situation ya namui emua na ya be namwa and we can never get out. Captain, eno ho na ya nama ya da be wie LGBT issue and the parliament ya ekoha na baha na ekoha na baha. Ba me maka say passing a legislation to regulate this LGBT way who parliament amamfo ye de bebre no is just one leg pet. Captain, so one person who do away with this LGBT way. There are other key areas I am more relevant than